Please visualize the following scenario once more. You and your group have just arrived at a magnificent hotel, a true paradise. For instance, a sandwich in New York City, Manhattan, and there you are in this paradise, and then you get upgraded to a royal suite with an area of over 100 square meters at a cost factor of 20,000 US dollars per night for a duration of 2 nights with late checkout, plus the fantastic room service, top-notch service, coffee machine, all those things we love as hotel guests, and of course as ambassador VIP status. And then you reach another hotel where you have previously read about a flagship of modern elegance with a breathtaking view of Central Park that has been highly recommended. Celebrate and cherish your special moments by tagging RC Memories for everlasting memories. The Ritz-Carlton, located in Central Park, New York City. As instructed, I must share my experiences using this hashtag while being present in this remarkable place. Well, I'll gladly do that now. So let's get started in this video now. So here's what's going on, dear friends. You're coming from paradise, Saint. What's up? 2 blocks further into the Ritz-Carlton, the flagship of Ritz-Carlton here in New York, with gigantic memories that you're supposed to share. And then you arrive at this terrible place where you think, this cannot be true. That is truly dreadful. Let's begin with the initial particulars, where I arrive at this location on the day of the marathon, go up to the front desk, which was staffed with friendly personnel, and then proceed to check in. I'll hand over my passport, so it's just the usual procedure. The receptionist says, "Oh, thank you for your loyalty, that you are an ambassador member." Then you truly have to express, then I sincerely hope that has an impact and that it is not merely a line they are throwing out at this very moment. The very important person is here, and the brilliance of this VIP is simply dazzling. Seems to be into this house now, because so far the house is lackluster. Now we're going to see if this member topic has any significance. I will do it nicely, of course. That's not a bad story now. You have to sugarcoat that a bit with some nice words. Then they laugh and then they are amused for a while. You gotta break the ice. You just can't be so rigid when checking into hotels and simply take the card and say thanks and bye. Yet you must play a little bit, and sometimes you have to find joy in the face of challenges that come your way. And then there was already this reaction from this young girl. Well, in that particular situation, I hope I can find something there. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely certain. Well, I'm at the Ritz-Carlton, the flagship hotel here in Central Park. Because actually it's funny checking in with me. Because I always do it with a certain sense of humor. So obviously, you can tell if the humor is landing or not, obviously. So if he doesn't get it, the humor naturally becomes even more fun for me. When the humor hits, I'm delighted. But if I notice that he's not getting it, then I turn up even more. Because at that point, I am really challenging them. And then, in the event of an emergency, call the boss. So we proceeded, and then she mentioned, yeah, you have actually reserved a room. I've booked the tiniest room. You all must truly imagine the prices. Therefore, the prices at this location commence at 1,500 US dollars for a room containing a bed and a view of the wall. So that is a fact, and you can also receive points for that. Everything else is not acceptable with points. Spend 180k points per night for that. Yeah, I've got it booked. But and that's always the little moment. When I book, I always ensure it's not the tiniest room with a view of the wall. Then if I'm lucky, perhaps they will give me a brief glimpse of the beautiful Central Park in all its splendor. So yeah, that's like the next level of upgrade possibility. So always depending on availability, yeah. But of course I checked, everything was available. The suites were also available. And then I had booked a lower floor with a view of Central Park. So now she said she's giving you a choice. All right, so far I've made it. So I had already gotten it to the point where I had a choice. Well, it was a choice between a Ritz-Carlton suite with a view of the wall or a deluxe room. I went for the superior, which is basically the deluxe, just one level up on the 17th floor. And 18, stock nearly at the top with 20 floors and a fantastic view of Central Park. Do you desire more space or a better view? I hope that this explains to you a little bit that you always have to play a little bit. Sometimes you have to wait a bit, wait and see how they react to something. And then she naturally said like this or that. And I said, I am clearly of the opinion that then I would like to go higher with a greater number of views. And then she beams and says to me, good call on that decision. What type of dive was this suite? If that is already terrible, I apologize. Terrible. No, it is terrible. Oh man, I haven't experienced something this awful in a while. Well, for a Ritz-Carlton, that's underground. This is similar to 1912. It feels like I'm in 1912 when it was still in fancy digs. The most modern rooms they offer me here, that's not true at all. That's just a lie. There are no modern rooms here at all. Those are all old, worn-out items that have never been renovated. And then I said, I will take it. And then she gave me the key. And, most importantly, I could go in immediately at 4:15 p.m. and I promptly requested a key-off late checkout. That didn't sit well with her. With the suite, it would have been even harder. But here she is. Yeah, I do it removed. She also gave me 4 p.m. So you guys got to stick with it. You can't just slack off or come back on the last day or something. You got to stay on top of these things, and you got to give them a little push. I arrive, enter, and see someone working at the window, and that person happened to be the window cleaner. So he cleaned the window. Now that people are checking in, it's all a matter of communication. Firstly, it's about communication. If they open the door here, despite the do not disturb sign outside, and they just open the door, that's because the reception doesn't talk to them or they don't get clear information. And nobody tells them you can't do that. That's not allowed. So I walked in and then he said, yeah, I can do that later too. And then I thought, yeah, when you see those windows, and then he said he cleaned them up. Well, all right, okay. So anyway, that's not done cleanly in my opinion. So he's out and I'm in for now. So first I inspected the room. And there is so much dirt and dust, just like what I found here. Therefore, this is not just a room, but a place where I should actually be getting paid in order to live here. Usually, I would have had to move out immediately. Would have at the St. Gotta call Regis. And I have to say, can't you still organize a room for me? I'm coming to you. Sometimes I also want the challenge. Probably I have to experience that or something, that I challenge myself like that and then say, let's see what else is possible. So I examined the room carefully. That television certainly has not been cleaned in the past few weeks. So there's the dust. I could write pig in it, right behind the bed, just like that. The same story is also, there is a trash can back here. There was still garbage from the previous occupant in it. Can't believe it. Trash from previous tenant behind bed. Only advantage is bed is clean, so no creepy crawlies or anything. I always check first thing to see if there are any bed bugs or fleas or something like that here. I even woke up this morning. That was, of course, with this incredible view. That was great. So I had no stings, bites, or anything like that. And then I checked the edges here. Then I also took a look at the window. So if you peel that off, you have the thing in your hand. That is actually for being able to open the window. You cannot open both windows. Because I didn't know how to open it, I called the housekeeping and asked the lady, how do you open this? And then she opened it like that and had the thing in her hand. And then I say, oh, that's really weird. She says, the windows don't open at all. Has it been like this for long? And then she tells me, well, she can surely contact the tech support now. And I say, no. So I stated, the dissimilarity is when the guest is inside the house in the room, the technology call is excessively delayed. You should have done that earlier. She laughed. She had to smirk. She said, you're right, Of course I'm correct. It's an impossible situation. This is the Ritz-Carlton, a 5-star hotel that sees itself as the flagship at Central Park, New York City. I recall Berlin. And what have they enhanced and done at the Ritz? You can't just improve that overnight. This has been dramatic here for a long period of time. If you take a look at this vent in the bathroom area, I still remember this hotel in Singapore. That was all moldy. There were even mushrooms growing on it. Lots of mushrooms in the firing range, full of dust, mushrooms, dirt, and God knows what else. For the Red Skeleton here at Sandal Park, I can imagine that, of course, they're just selling the name for marketing purposes. So many people come here because there are definitely no regulars. Or maybe 2, 3. However, the rest, they come just like me once, and that's the end of it. I'm never going back there again. And there are plenty of guests who come here, but I'm telling you, I'll share it. Especially when you come from a place like that. When Regis comes and then falls into a paid hole, you know you've hit rock bottom. Even now, definitely after the story, I am staying here tonight and leaving tomorrow. I have not experienced that in a long time. I have stayed in a lot of low-quality hotels, but for a Ritz-Carlton in this particular category, they have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. This Ritz-Carlton is one of the worst Ritz-Carltons that I can recommend. Incredibly expensive, starting at $1,500 with a view of the wall. Small room, really tiny. Upgrades, possible, the view out here of this Central Park. I woke up here this morning, had the window open and the sun was just coming up. Yesterday the moon went down here just like that, and this morning the sun came up. That was such a lovely, cozy feeling. I hope I have that again tomorrow morning. That's the only positive memory I have of this hotel, the Ritz-Carlton, New York City Central Park. What an absolute thing.
I just wanna go further. You don't let me hold me, bade you. Oh, bade you, yeah. Give me the way you stole me. Let me lick 'cause I'm falling. I need it, and sometimes tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I don't wanna go wherever you go, cause love is so wasted. And you got me fierce, and I don't want to feel like an heartbreak boy. I'm so tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I wanna run, run, run far away, away, yeah. I wanna love, 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 but I can't, cause I don't really need you, I don't really need you, yeah. I wanna run, run, run far away, 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 I just wanna go further. You don't let me, you hold me, babe, you, oh, babe, you, yeah. Give me the way you stole me, let me lick cause I'm full and I need it, I need it. I'm so tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I don't wanna go wherever you go, cause love is so wasted. And you got me fierce, and I don't want to feel like an heartbreak boy. I'm so tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I wanna run, run, run far away, away, yeah. I wanna love, 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 but I can't, cause I don't really need you, I don't really need you, yeah. I wanna run, run, run far away, 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 cause I don't really need you, I don't really need you, cause I don't really need you, I don't really need you, away, away. I just wanna go further. You don't let me, you hold me, babe, you, oh, babe, you, yeah. Give me the way you stole me, let me lick cause I'm full and I need it, I need it. I'm so tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I don't wanna go wherever you go, cause love is so wasted. And you got me fierce, and I don't want to feel like an heartbreak boy. I'm so tired of this, I'm tired of the fights, I'm tired of the pressure. I wanna run, run, run far away, away.
Sexy